Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. To kick it away to get things started. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Finds a man on the left. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Running it to the right. Sweet cut there. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and goal. Using his feet. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Bounces it outside. It's Bennett. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Kentucky going quickly. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5.
North is tackled down at the 22. And the Illinois offense will take over. First and
10. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He wants to throw here on second down. Might be looking to run. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Oh, it's off the side of his foot. He will signal for the fair catch after a disastrous punt. And this is great news coming up for the offense. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. And they had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to lead right at the front of the tag and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Charlotte came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in the Queen City had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle. It's Dixon. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
14, Illinois, 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Defense in press coverage. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Sellers. Quickly out to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to move it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Kentucky! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Illinois lining up quickly. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to take off. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Sellers. They're bringing heat. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block the run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Got him! And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Kentucky right back to the line.
Brings up second and goal.
Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Illinois offense will take over. First and 10.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
To the air on first down. Steps away to find some room. Had to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. Illinois right back to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Just going to keep it after the snap. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Looking to throw for it. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups, some safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. This time he's got his man. Pick up for 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Illinois puts it in play from the red zone. They're going to throw it again. Grab near the sticks. It's Dixon. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
First and goal, Illinois.
He wants to throw it. Caught. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Grab behind the line. It's Valentine. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Got a man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Grab near the marker. It's Allen. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Fires left. It's caught downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
And the Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. This offense thought they had the defense reeling on its heels, but the D stands tall and comes up with a sack.
Yeah, but why not, right? If I make a big play, I got no problem going back to it. But the defense said, I got you. I understand what you're doing. I know you're going back to it. They were ready for it. They had the answer for it. And they got the QB and got his butt on the ground.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up.
Kentucky 28, Illinois 0.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Caught over the middle. It's Valentine. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Illinois lining up quickly. They'll give it to the back. On the move at the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Oh, man, what a run. He wanted to get it in the house, but nice explosive play in the run game to get all the way down to the 1, Palmer.
Great effort by him. I'd expect this offense now to try to go fast, punch this thing in using tempo.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown! touchdown, fighting Illini. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. You decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
To the air, it's Sellers. He's got him this time. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing it.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the stomping has commenced. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it. Gets away from one, finds room. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Illinois! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Number 7.
Nice play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, put that exclamation point on it. Finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going. It can build throughout the season.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle.
35. Illinois. 14.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Working that left side now. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Dropping back, it's Sellers. A strike downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass call is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Trying to get to him. Trying to get rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Quarterback checking the play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. He's looking to throw. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
He's marked out of bounds at the 44. Good enough for a first down.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. Defense looks like they're coming. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Wide open downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Illini. He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Kentucky. energize the stadium, quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Reeled it in and just made the house call. Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Getting some heat. He's looking deep. Makes the grab down the left side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Trying to find his man on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Kentucky going quickly. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Keeps the play going. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Fires into traffic, picked off. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last. Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of the Cornhuskers and home to some of the most loyal fans in the sport, where, once again, Memorial Stadium will be sold out. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The offense set for a first down play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road.
Trying to beat the D deep. And he makes the grab at the 20. Touchdown, Nebraska! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. And he muffs it. It's loose. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He's going for it all. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Kentucky.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Huskers in the hurry up.
Second down.
On second down, just keeps firing. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the...
He's going for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Coming after it. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. On the run, it's Allen. At the 35, he's loose. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Wide out in motion. Toss sweep to the right. At the 45, on his way. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Kentucky right back to the line. Going up top on 1st down. Going for it all. The catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And the extra point is good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. From inside the 15, here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And the Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The back goes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Pocket starts to collapse. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Finds a man in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score tied 14-14.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
It's complete to the left.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
To the air, it's Sellers. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he's got it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Kentucky going quickly. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Touchdown, Kentucky.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he's going to run it back. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the ball is intercepted.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Makes the grab over the middle. At the 45 on its way. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Kentucky! And once he got loose, it was all over. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
14.
Going for the return. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They want to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
This time it's complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the air.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. Quarterback checking off. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away. The Cornhuskers moving quickly to the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll just keep slinging it. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They're bringing heat. Pressure. Fires toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. And you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession. On second down, looking again to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Quarterback will audible. Looking to move it through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. A lot of urgency for this offense. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Central Michigan has the lead right now. Mount Pleasant has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Buffalo. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
And it's picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Moving out of the pocket. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Motion from the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Across the 25, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Give to the running back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's first and 10. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. He's going to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. To the ground to try to move the chains. Open space at the 25. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
First and goal, Kentucky.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return.
Returner runs out of bounds.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This will likely be the last play of the half. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it's caught inside the 15. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Huskers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He'll pull it down and run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Kentucky right back to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. At midfield, he's got room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. He wants to pass it on second down. He's got his man. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Wildcats are flying down the field. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Allen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Temple. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The Huskers headed quickly to the line.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity. You know, listen, once you get past the 50, offensive coordinators, that's when they want to dial up shot plays. You got a little bit of space on the field still left. Everything's not condensed tight like when you get in the red zone. You take those shots, but man, your receiver has to make that play for you.
They want to just keep throwing it. They're trying to get to him. They get to him as he throws. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man quickly. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. No huddle here for the offense. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Trying to get to him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Ball is free. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Oh, he wants it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. One final play before the end of the quarter. He'll try the left side. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Kentucky 49, Nebraska 28.
First down to start the drive after the break. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Get nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. The defense with the scoop and score. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
On to attempt to try. And it's perfect. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. First and 10.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Going up top on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. Touchdown, Kentucky! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Nebraska, 35.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. It's complete. A huge pickup. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Huskers! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. The AT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time. He hurls one deep down the left side. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Nebraska! My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Here they come on second down, trying to put this game away. They want that clock to run. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Coming after it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Kentucky.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Kentucky. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. They'll throw it on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback checking the play. On second down, wants to throw it. Forced out of the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Wide receiver shows motion. In the gun, looking to throw on third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to. They had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Comes out throwing on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Complete to the left. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. That's reeled in. It's Bennett. At the 40, there he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Offense set on first down. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. Hit as he throws. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. After not really...